Pompeii woke beneath a calm sky. Markets opened, bread baked in stone ovens, and children ran through narrow streets. In the distance, Mount Vesuvius stood silent and green. No one knew the mountain was alive beneath the earth. To them, it was just another peaceful Roman morning. But this ordinary day would become the last day Pompeii ever saw. Pompeii was alive with wealth, noise, and pleasure. People gathered in bathhouses, taverns, temples, and markets. Rich families decorated their homes with mosaics and bright frescoes, while workers filled the streets with daily labor. The city believed in Roman strength, stone roads, and lasting power. But beneath its beauty, danger was waiting silently. Before disaster came, the city received small warnings. Cups trembled on tables. Dogs barked for no reason. Birds flew away from rooftops. Some people looked toward the mountain, confused, then returned to their work. Pompeii had felt earthquakes before. So few were afraid. The earth was whispering, but no one understood its language. Around midday, Mount Vesuvius exploded. A huge column of ash and gas rose into the sky like a dark tree. People stopped in the streets and stared in terror. Merchants abandoned their goods. Families called for each other. The mountain that had seemed peaceful for generations was now roaring above Pompeii, and the sky began to change. Ash and pumice began falling over Pompeii like deadly snow. At first, people covered their heads and tried to move quickly. Soon, the streets turned white and heavy. Every breath carried dust. Roofs groaned under the weight. Some ran toward the gates, while others hid inside their homes, believing the walls would save them. Across Pompeii, families faced one impossible choice: stay or run. Some locked their doors and prayed inside. Others gathered children, coins, food, and small statues of their gods before fleeing. No one knew which choice was safer. Fear entered every house. In that moment, Pompeii was not one city, but thousands of private tragedies. Those who fled found the streets turning against them. Ash covered the roads. Carts blocked narrow passages. Animals panicked, and people stumbled in the darkness. Some tried to reach the city gates. Others turned back for missing relatives. The streets that once carried daily life had become a maze of fear, noise, and falling stone. By afternoon, the sun disappeared. Pompeii fell into darkness, though it was still day. Lamps and torches flickered weakly in the ash-filled air. People called names they could no longer see. Some believed the world was ending. In the black sky above them, Vesuvius continued to roar, turning daylight into terror. Many people ran toward the harbor, hoping the sea would save them. But ash fell over the water, boats rocked in confusion, and the crowd grew desperate. Some searched for family, others begged sailors to leave. Across the bay, rescue ships began moving toward danger, but for many in Pompeii, hope was already slipping away. Across the bay, Pliny the Younger watched the eruption and later wrote what he saw. His uncle, Pliny the Elder, commanded Roman ships and sailed toward the danger to help the trapped. As others fled, he moved closer. Ash darkened the sea, and the mountain grew more violent. His rescue mission would become his final journey. As pumice piled higher, many roofs could no longer hold. Beams cracked, tiles fell. Homes that had protected families became traps. Some people who chose shelter were buried inside the rooms they trusted. The disaster was not only outside in the streets. It entered kitchens, bedrooms, courtyards, and turned ordinary houses into tombs. After hours of ash, the deadliest force arrived. Superheated clouds of gas and volcanic material rushed down from Vesuvius. They moved too fast to escape. People who had survived the falling ash now faced a final wave of heat and death. In moments, streets, homes, and bodies were swallowed, sealing Pompeii's fate forever. When the eruption ended, Pompeii was gone. Streets, homes, markets, temples, and people lay buried beneath meters of ash. The city did not burn away completely. It was sealed. Survivors elsewhere mourned those who never returned. Above the buried ruins, time began to pass, and Pompeii slowly disappeared from memory. Centuries later, Pompeii was uncovered again. Excavators found streets, villas, bakeries, frescoes, and human forms left in the ash. The city returned like a message from the Roman world. It did not only reveal how people died, it revealed how they lived. Pompeii became one of history's most powerful windows into the past. Pompeii remains powerful because it was caught in the middle of life. Bread was still in ovens, doors were open, families were together or trying to escape. The city reminds us that history is not only kings and wars, but ordinary people facing sudden disaster. Pompeii disappeared in ash, but its memory survived forever.